I'm great. How are you?
Oh my gosh, I'm good. Thank you so much for joining us today. I know you've got a lot of these lined up back to back. I just got to ask, how are you holding up with 2020?
I'm good, believe it or not. I'm really good. Expecting a little one who's very healthy. So
Yes, congrats.
thank you.
Growing family.
Yes, and performing on the ACMs, and I hope my first song push going #1 this year. There's just been a lot of wonderful things happening this year, so I'm good. How are you?
I am good. I'm hanging in there. I haven't had a whole lot of free time this quarantine. It's funny. I went to Starbucks the other day and the barista was like, "What are you doing with all your spare time?" And I'm like, "What spare time? I've been so busy." But you were actually supposed to be on tour with Brad Paisley this year, right?
I was, yeah.
And so, like, what are you doing since you're not on tour? What are you doing with all your spare time now? Or do you have spare time?
My husband and I have actually been using a lot of the time to just focus on family and actually take a break from music. I have been performing vigorously since I was 11 years old, to the point where I would perform almost every single day. And if I wasn't doing something one day, I would be like, I'm not being productive and somebody else is doing this when I should be doing this. And, somebody else in the world is trying to do it. And so, but I have found the gift in taking a break from everything. And so we've been visiting with family a lot and focusing on our growing family and things like that. So it's been really nice, as well as, of course, still doing music, releasing an album and doing all of those things, but a lot more family concentrated.
Yeah, it's always good to kind of take a step back from your normal day-to-day routines and like spend that time with family. And it's also just important, especially in this time of the pandemic, because we're all kind of seeing more mental health issues, and it's just always good to take a step back. I love your song, I Hope. It's incredible. You were just nominated at the ACMs for Best New Female Artist. Like, do you feel like you are living a dream right now?
Absolutely. 100%. I mean, you dream of these things when you're younger, but you never really know if they're going to happen. You want them to happen. And the past 2 years for me have just been insane, like in the best way, especially this year. And so there's just been so many wonderful things. The Lord has been very gracious to me that I'm very thankful and humbled about. And so it's been really good. But no, I would have never thought all this would have happened.
It's so crazy how things turn out, because it's like I'm literally living my dream too. I wanted to be on the radio like ever since I was a little kid. So it's so funny how sometimes things just work out the way they're supposed to. I love it. Yes. You have the American Idol background, and I hope I do not offend you when I say this, but I have said on the radio that you remind me a lot of Carrie Underwood, because you both have that background, and you are both such amazing, strong vocalists and just absolutely beautiful. Do you get that comparison a lot, and are you like sick of it if you do get it a lot?
No, I've gotten it before for sure. I mean, I could see why. We both have blonde hair. We both have big voices. We both came from American Idol. And I always just take it as a compliment, because she's such a wonderful inspiration to people and a wonderful singer. So if I'm going to be compared to somebody, I'm glad it's Carrie Underwood. Yeah. So that's kind. Yeah.
Yeah, she's a superstar, and I think you're a superstar. It's funny because I think I've said before that your song, I Hope, is almost like the nicer version of Before He Cheats, like almost like after he cheats.
Thanks. A little bit nicer. Yeah.
So how did this all happen with Charlie Puth? Did he really slide in your DMs and be like, hey, can I just hop on this song? Like, how did that happen?
He apparently heard the song off of a streaming platform and did post it on his Instagram story, and he tagged me in it. And I was going through answering messages from fans, and I saw his verified check, and I clicked on it, and it really was him, which I was just freaking out because, my sister and I were huge fans of his music and stuff in high school. And so he had said, oh my gosh, the song is amazing. It's killer. He was like, I haven't heard a song like this in years. Is there any way that I could remix this song? Is there any way that I could do the song with you? And I was like, yes. So, and it was during quarantine, so it didn't look like your normal, like, get in the studio and hash out a song together. Like, I've never met him in person. I've only talked to him over the phone.
Wait, you
And
still never
so,
met him in person?
no, I haven't. So, and
What?
I know it's funny. You have a song out together and haven't met each other in person. Welcome to 2020. But yeah, his team was great, and our team just got together, and now we have a new version of the song that is also on pop radio now too, which has been doing really good. So I'm just thankful for it.
And so the whole transition from country to pop radio, how has that been? Has that been like so weird? Have you only ever seen yourself as a country artist, or do you want to do more projects and branch out into pop and, you know, maybe collaborate with somebody like Marshmello or Zed?
I've always been a country gal at heart. I did start in a gospel choir and originally loved R&B, but then also fell in love with country around the same time when I was younger. And those have always been two that I have stuck to. So I would always like to accomplish myself at country radio first, just because that's what my favorite thing is to do. It's my favorite thing to sing. It's my favorite type of music to make. But if any of my songs wanted to spill over into anything else, I don't have a problem with that. So it's been really cool to see, a broader audience of people in the pop world, have me introduced over there and have Charlie introduced over in the country world. So
Yeah.
it's just really cool to see all the genres kind of bleeding together now instead of it being, very straight lane type of thing.
That's so funny that you said, you used to be in a gospel choir. I connect with that because in high school, we actually had a gospel choir, and I was like a part of that all 4 years, and I grew up on country. So I feel like I connected with you on that level.
There
And
you go.
yes. And so who is your dream collaboration?
Oh gosh. Is this dead or alive? Does it matter?
Anyone. Like okay, you can do one of both if you want.
Okay. Michael Jackson would have been my all-time, like, up there. Would love
God.
to. I was influenced by a lot growing up, coming from Pittsburgh. R&B and country were, of course, the main ones, but like my parents played like a lot of rock music. My dad loved 70s and 80s rock, so I was influenced by a lot of stuff, as well as pop, believe it or not. And Michael Jackson was one of the big ones for me. And so him, I'd probably say, which I don't even know how I'd be able to handle that. And
That would be like so nerve-wracking. Oh my gosh.
100%. And let me think. This is hard. There's so many awesome people to pick from. Well, I want to do a duet with my husband. So hopefully that'll come soon. What'd you say?
The internet kind of cut out. Who'd you say?
Oh, my husband. I would like to do a duet with my husband, as well as maybe like Steven Tyler or Chris Stapleton.
Oh, that would be incredible. And you and your husband are you guys are approaching like almost 1 year, right? Your 1 year anniversary?
Yeah, in 2 weeks. Yeah.
And wait, when did you guys get married?
October 5th.
Oh, I'm October 1st. Look, we got a lot in common, Gabby. Did you guys get married in a barn?
In a barn? We got married outside of the barn.
So did I. Oh my gosh, me and you have like so much in common. Yes,
that's awesome.
I would love to talk with you all day. I really would, but I know that you have so many other interviews to get to. Real quick, I want to ask you, Laura wanted me to ask if you've had any pregnancy cravings.
Of course I have. Yes, I'm understanding the stereotypical pickle thing now. I'm starting to get it. And for some reason, I've been wanting strawberry yogurt with a granola bar like crunched up in it. I've been wanting that. I've been wanting McDonald's. I know it's not great.
Okay.
And then I've wanted
this
blue lemonade that's at the grocery store, and it has 50 grams of sugar in it. It's really bad, I know. But blue lemonade, pickles, and McDonald's. There you have it.
I love it. Gabby, thank you so much for taking time out of your day to talk with us, and I really appreciate you. You want to let our listeners know anything, like what you're working on in the future or how to connect with you?
You can connect with me over message. I'm always answering back messages, so you can message me on any of my social media platforms. I just released my first album in June, so you got some music to listen to throughout the year, and also looking forward to CMAs in November. So fingers crossed. I am nominated for two awards. And there's more stuff, so just keep your eyes peeled. But thank you for your support and your love, and thank you for
Yes.
coming on here and taking the time. So I appreciate it.
Yes, well, good luck with everything, and good luck with baby and your growing family. I really just love your music, and thank you so much for joining us today, Gabby.
Absolutely. Hope to meet you in person sometime. Thank you.
Yes. Bye.
Bye.